Welcome to the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit reading. Today, I pulled the firefly. Inspired and fantastic, yet fleeting. The firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high-frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. There is firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precious and elusive light? When in balance, the firefly writes, creates, and brainstorms. When out of balance, the firefly is burnt out and feels dull. To bring it into balance, write a poem or draw is the recommendation. Wow, the firefly. And of course, the first thing that came to mind, the first visual image I had from the firefly was, "Hello, my name is Ray," from Princess and the Frog. Yes, that was the first thing that came to mind for me, because I enjoyed Raymond. Anyhow, we all get those little shots of inspiration, that aha, oh, I should do this. And you notice if you don't do it, it's gone. Yeah. So let's not worry or fret about those moments that we may have missed. That's all right. That is totally all right. What we need to do now is to be vigilant and aware so that when the firefly shows up again, you're ready. That's what I had to do. Because, as I've said before, I always pull these cards every day because it's just a way for me to focus on something, to keep my mind focused on something that's positive and open, so that I can hear and feel what's happening around me all the time. And then one morning, as I pulled the cards, all I heard was, "Start the podcast." Just a little tiny whisper like that. And I was like, you don't have to tell me twice. Right? And here we are. And as I said, whether or not anybody listens, I still followed the inspiration. I still have to share that joy that I feel. So, what is it for you? And that's the thing. When that shot of inspiration comes, I know sometimes we can think, but there's no money in that, or nobody's going to listen, or nobody's going to care. That is irrelevant. Whether or not anybody hears or validates is irrelevant. What matters is, did you pay attention to the little shot of inspiration that you've been given? Because you see what happens from there when we get little shots of inspiration. We get little guidances and we follow them. You know what that does? That creates trust with your intuition, so that when your intuition speaks, you listen and you take the guidance, because your intuition only has your best interest at heart. And the best way to gain each other's trust is to be aware of what's being communicated with you. That's what your body is, you know. Your body is a receptor. It transmits messages. It receives them and it sends them. But who and what is it transmitting messages from? Your intuition. So just be ready. Just be ready. And from that trust will come confidence. Because you know why? you know the voice of your intuition because you've been hearing it and you've been following its guidance, and now you're sure of yourself. You're sure. You see how beautiful that is? So the outside influence of whoever is validating what you do, or do people like it, or are you going to make friends? That portion is irrelevant. Because when you listen to the inspiration and the intuition, you're going to build trust from it. It's quite like a small baby. They can't speak, but when they cry and you show up and you protect them or you feed them, just be with them, hold them every time, it builds a bond of trust between you and that child. So you see, pay attention. Pay attention. And then, once you start paying more and more attention, those little shots of inspiration, you won't miss them anymore. And then, something you do will go viral. Or you'll meet somebody who has the same vision as you. Or an opportunity will open and you'll take that opportunity and you'll go somewhere, do something. You see? So don't worry about, nobody's going to hear, nobody's going to see, nobody knows who I am. Don't worry about that. Simply follow the inspiration. Share your joy. And all will be well. All will be well. Because you have your best interest at heart. Right? That's how it works. And I will leave you with that this morning. Because this card really spoke to me. Because I was struggling with that. I was struggling with, I really want to get the message out. But you see, I hear the message. I hear my own message. I am one person. Right? I just posted a blog on it. Something very similar. And I'll put the link for you to find that blog on my website. Feel free to leave comments. Feel free to follow me on Instagram and YouTube, so that if you want to hear these morning inspirations, then you have whatever mode is most appropriate for you to do so in. Now you go out and feel your firefly. Because when your firefly of inspiration shows up, you will know it. You will know. But you say, what if I'm wrong? What if I thought I heard something and I didn't? What if I thought I felt something and I didn't? Then we keep practicing our listening and our feeling and our sensing. Just keep practicing. That's all you can do. Right? You get good at what you practice. It does not matter what you practice. What matters is, are you practicing? So this is why the art of practicing does not discriminate. If you want to be a good dancer, you practice. If If you want to be a good singer, you practice. If you want to be a good liar, you practice. You see, it doesn't matter what you want to practice. Practice, you'll get good at it. So if you want to hear and sense and feel the voice of your intuition, then you practice listening for it. And sooner or later, if you have habits that you want to overcome, practice doing something else and that habit will leave you. That's how we're hardwired. Just practice listening to the voice of your intuition. Just practice. Much love.